In 1988, Dr. Henry Smock released information about the transport processes diffusion, osmosis, and active transport. However, through the new research conducted by scientist Lark Law, it has been discovered that Dr. Smock is a fraud. Dr. Smock insisted that the movement of particles into and out of the cells through the processes of diffusion, osmosis, and active transport were controlled by the residents of our cells called micromen. He then created the formula microdollar for members of the public to purchase and consume in order to pay the so-called micromen for working in our body. Previous to his disclosure, Smock earned an average of $4 million a year. Sally Mitchells is one of Smock's biggest victims.
Twice. You've been a pretty hot
I can't believe this has happened. I've invested all my life saving into paying for this micro-dollar formula for my micromen. And now I'm left with nothing. I lost my home and my car and my husband's left me. I just can't believe I've been so deceived. Wait, just stop hitting the baby. Mr. Smock!
Mr. Smock!
Mr.
Mr. Smock! You've been lying to the people for so many years! Mr. Smock!
My baby! My baby!
Mr. Smock! What is it? Mr. Smock!
I have to take me my baby!
Mr. Smock!
Transporting materials is just so different than that of Smock's. That is unbelievable. It's an evolutionary discovery. Diffusion is often important in systems experiencing an applied force. In cell biology, diffusion is a main form of transport of necessary materials such as amino acids through cell membranes. It's the movement of particles from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration in a given volume of fluid down the concentration gradient. Osmosis. Now, osmosis is kind of important. It's the diffusion of water through a cell membrane of any partially permeable barrier from a solution of low solute concentration to a solution of high solute concentration up a solute concentration gradient. It is a physical process in which a solvent moves without input of energy across a semi-permeable membrane. Active transport is an energy-requiring process that moves material across a cell membrane and up the concentration gradient. So it moves material across a cell membrane up a concentration gradient. This cell uses active transport in 3 solutions. When a particle is going from low to high concentration, when particles need entering the membrane because they are selectively impermeable, and 3, when very large particles enter and exit the cell. It's an amazing discovery. It's an evolutionary, now there's a good word, evolutionary discovery. I just hope that Dr. Smock's going to be severely punished.
Dr. Smock has been arrested and will appear in court later this week. An epidemic of hypercholesterolemia has broken out in the eastern suburbs of Adelaide. Kathy Markey covers the story.
Australia hasn't had a serious epidemic for the past 3 years. However, recently the disease hypercholesteremia has swept through Adelaide. The disease occurs where there is an extremely high concentration of cholesterol in the blood and cells of the body. According to Dr. Stephanie Leather, the disease is associated with the exocytosis and endocytosis of the body. Dr. Leather is here to explain.
The problem starts when the processes of endocytosis and exocytosis don't work. Endocytosis refers to the substances that are taken into the cell. There are 2 types of endocytosis. The first is the movement of particles through phagocytosis, aka eating of particles. And the second refers to the movement of liquid droplets through penocytosis, the drinking of particles. Exocytosis refers to when substances are taken out of the cell. Some examples of substances that move in this manner are often packaged by the Golgi body and ER. They include hormones, extracellular enzymes, and materials that make cell walls in plant cells. Okay, so substances are able to mediate their own entry into the cell through combining with molecules on the outside of the cell membrane, causing a vessel which carries material into the cell. When this doesn't happen, hypercholesterolemia occurs.